Hello and welcome to the Hood Trucker Show podcast. Today we have a special guest, the world renowned, world famous adult film star, Kandi Kream. Welcome to
Hello,
the
hello,
show,
hello.
Welcome to the show, Miss Kandi Kream. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. Uh, so you're an adult film star. First question is, how did you get into what made you
Oh, that's
want to pursue the adult film star uh, business?
well, that's funny. I always like wanted to be like an exotic dancer. So once I was like 18, I tried that out. I realized that that shit was like killing my feet. So I was like, no, let me try something else. I don't know. I just felt like, I don't know, the stripping thing, it wasn't for me. So while I was stripping, I ran into someone who told me that I could make more money as shooting film. Mind you, I stayed in like the San Fernando Valley at the time, and I didn't know when I moved there, but that was like the porn capital. So like all the hot bitches who were in the valley who looked like something, they all were fucking doing porn. I had no idea though.
So
So
there's like an agent dude, or somebody just you met at the mall, or
I met him where I'm originally from. So I don't know. We maybe got in contact with each other while I was living out there, and he thought that that would be a good idea for me.
and the rest is history.
And
So
the rest is
so
fucking history.
so so like I remember you from back in the day, but it doesn't seem like you've done anything recent. Like, if you just like officially retired from the industry, or what say you?
Okay, well, I thought that I was gonna retire from the industry, but then I realized that I don't know. Maybe that's for me. I guess we could say that because I always found myself going right back to it. You know, I tried to do the job thing, but I was kind of late getting a job, so that shit wasn't working out for me. I don't knock anybody who has a job and works a job, but I started really young, getting like cash money and a lot of it. So I was like, fuck this shit. I can't. No job is gonna pay me this kind of money. So yeah,
that's kind of like that's kind of like my feelings about me selling drugs back in the day.
yeah, I
I
got. I
felt
be
the same
selling
way.
them
I was young.
drugs.
I didn't have a job. I never had a job until I was probably, I don't know, late 20s, early 30s or something like that. I mean, no significant job. And then yeah, I had the same thought. I was like, well, nobody's gonna pay me what I can make selling drugs.
Yeah, but like easy money. So a lot of easy money. It goes fast. You start doing shit you have no business doing, and you could find your way into a dark path or a path that you don't need to go down.
Right. Now, when you say dark path, are you talking about drugs, alcohol? What
I'm
exactly do you
talking
mean
about
about
for my mental, like my mental health. Like I
that?
was so used to getting like my way. So anything I did, I was getting my way. And if someone told me no, I was like, what the fuck do you mean no? So I was like, I wasn't stable. I couldn't handle it, I guess. And
So
I
you like
felt
a
like that was
Karen?
kind of weird.
You turned into a Karen?
No, I wasn't fucking Karen. That was the thing. I wasn't fucking caring about shit. Shit.
So you said that it, from a mental health standpoint, like you were spoiled and coddled in one arena, and if somebody didn't do the same thing, either in your personal life or otherwise, that you would have a problem.
Right. Like, like when you're one on one with someone, you got like, especially when you know as a woman, you know that this motherfucker wants something from me. I don't know if we can cuss or anything, but when someone wants something from you and you know that you got what they want, you can kind of swindle your way into getting whatever you want from that person or whatever. But if you're like at a workplace or something like that, you want to raise, you gotta go through the motions and all that stuff. Fuck that. I'm cool. Fuck that
Yeah.
shit. So,
So okay, so it's fast money, but you got to be careful. So I'm assuming that you have to be strong-minded, and if you're not strong-minded, you get pretty much eaten alive. Is that pretty much?
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. And
Because
mind you,
you
then I'm
see
like,
these girls. Go ahead.
I'm from like a small city, so I'm transitioning my whole small city life into a fast lane where motherfuckers is cutthroat anyway, and that's what they do on a regular basis. So yeah, that's kind of
So, because
much.
you see um, porn it's getting more and more extreme. You got these dudes, ghetto gaggers. They doing stuff like that. There's another YouTuber. I don't know if you're familiar with him. His name is Tommy Sotomayor, and he has an OnlyFans, and he does, I guess, stuff over there, uh, adult stuff over there.
Well, what
And
kind of
but
stuff?
I don't know. I don't know. I've never seen his channel or nothing, but he talks about it on his own. I haven't seen his OnlyFans channel. He talks about it on his YouTube channel. But what I'm saying
Okay.
is that on one particular night, he was showcasing a black woman because he talks shit about black women a lot. So he was showcasing a black woman that went on ghetto gaggers, and they basically dogged her out. And so my question is, would you consider someone like that maybe on because as a matter of fact, her mother was on the set with her while she was doing the scenes.
Mm.
So that was a little strange. But okay, so would you say that somebody, because there's a lot of women that do a lot of extreme shit. Would you say it's the are they getting an obscene amount of money? Do you think it's drug related? Is it what would you think that would make somebody do something so degrading that somebody would showcase that on their YouTube channel as a way to say that black women are terrible or whatever the message he was trying to get. That's what he basically was doing. So I'm sure I've heard. Have you heard? I'm sure you heard of ghetto gaggers. How degrading
Don't
that is. So
gag.
what
Don't
would you
gag
say?
over there.
So what would you say is? I mean, but not only that, there's other like massively extreme, humiliating, humiliating type of stuff. Like I've seen, uh, you know, uh, people do like the pain stuff, and they're getting whipped, and they got welts all over their body and stuff like that. So, like, what would is it the money? Is it? Do you think it's drugs? Like, what would you say to somebody do go to those extremes to be in the adult film industry?
You know what? Honestly, me, I know why I did it. I know that I've seen different types of things on set where I just like, damn, that bit. I mean, that girl is just high as fuck, clearly. But I mean, sheesh. I mean, I feel like it's really extreme. To me, like the spitting would even be too extreme for me. So, and then I did a spanking movie before. I
Yeah.
mean, the money wasn't even that great. Like when I say the money wasn't great, it wasn't great at all. When it came to my mind, like I'm thinking like, okay, she's gonna spank me, but this is we could cut anytime, we could stop the shit. I'm not thinking that this lady's really gonna hit me. When I came home, I had bruises on my ass so bad, like for like 2 weeks straight. I didn't get paid shit, and I think that was the time when I realized, like, yo, what the fuck are you doing this shit for?
Yeah.
But I
So
get a lot of
why
emails kind of.
so if it wasn't the money in that case, why did you do it?
It was something to do. I was so like adapted into like let me shoot. Like that was my job shooting. So whatever scene came at me, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go ahead. I mean, I did numerous different types of things that I felt like this is some weird ass shit, but I did it. I don't
Now,
know. I did
was
it.
was it just spanking, so there was no intercourse involved?
No, it was a lady just spanking me, and it was a white lady spanking me and another girl, and I think the girl was may have been Sydney Capri maybe, or yeah, maybe Sydney Capri. I don't know, but I know that we're getting spanked
Okay.
by a older white woman. She spanked two black girls. I don't. I mean, I don't know.
So was that kind of enticing that some scenes it didn't involve intercourse?
Yeah, I'm thinking. It's quick money. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there a couple hours, get my ass whipped, or at least make it look like that. But no, I really got my ass whipped. I really did.
So you mentioned Sydney Capri. So who else have you worked with in your career?
I've worked with a lot of girls. I worked with Sky Black, Beauty Dior,
Okay, so
Carmen
okay,
Hayes.
you kind of got muffled a little bit. Start over. Who'd you work with?
I worked with Carmen Hayes, Sky Black, Beauty Dior, Angel Eyes, um, Jada Fire, a lot of girls. Kitten, a lot of
Those are
girls,
pretty.
a
Those are
lot of
pretty
guys.
big names. Pretty big names.
Yeah.
What about the gentlemen in the who have you worked with as far as the men?
Uh, Justin Slayer, Wesley Pipes, um,
Speaking
Michael
of Wesley
Stefano.
Pipes, before you go on, speaking of Wesley Pipes, uh, he talks a lot during the scenes. Is that like behind like do you talk to these people behind the scenes? Is like real like boisterous behind the scenes as well, or is that just on
Yeah,
camera?
yeah. You know what? Actually, when he's off camera, he's nothing like that. Total cool ass guy. It's just, but he'll let you know, like, yo, I'm gonna talk shit. This is what I do. Yada yada yada. It's cool though. At least he let you know up front. But it's just the shit where he do get a little extreme, like, bitch, I'll pull your weave out. You be like, damn. Wait a minute, hold on. I always tell him like, don't play me, because
Yeah,
I'll start talking shit right back.
yeah. So
But
okay, so
yeah,
Wesley Pipes and who else?
Julian St. Jacques, Brian Pumper,
Brian Pumper.
um,
You know who? You know when you say Brian Pumper, you know who comes to mind? I don't know how how much you follow YouTube and some of these guys, but there's this dude, there's a YouTuber named Hassan Campbell that he reminds me of Brian Pumper.
oh wow,
I don't know if go check out his channel and see if he doesn't remind you also of Brian Pumper. Brian Pumper is a character. He's been Vlad TV. He's been on certain videos talking about how he's broke. His jewelry is fake, and he's a terrible rapper and all that kind of stuff. So he's quite the character too. So who else? Brian Pumper. Who else?
oh, Mr. Marcus, Jesus
Now,
Prince.
Mr. Marcus is the one that did the scene with Lawrence Fishburne's daughter, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. So you worked with all like pretty much all the top male stars there.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Now let me ask you this. Now, okay, did you so you refinished the top stars that you've been with? that you worked with?
Yeah. I think so.
So let's recap. So, did you say Byron Long?
Yeah, Byron Long.
Uh, because I have a question. In my opinion, Byron Long looks. He looks.
Hey,
Let's see. How can I be nice? How can I be nice? He looks a little department. Uh, which is let me. Uh, what has been your experience? Shit. What has been your experience in the industry as a whole, as it pertains to because some men they may not be as hygienically inclined as others. So have any of those people that you mentioned have you had any issues with that? Are you working with some of these people?
uh, not that I can recall. It's been years ago, but no, I don't. I wouldn't say that. No, but I've been on sets where it's been other women or other guys. A lot of partying going on. Start smelling that shit out of people's pores. The
When
type of
you
food
say
they
party,
eat.
when you say party, like you mean like ice cream and cake, or like they having birthday parties or
Oh
something?
yeah, we got ice cream and cake back there.
Ah. So you said that there might be some illicit drug use behind the scenes.
Hey, people just be showing up, and you might have to wonder, like, damn, why are you going so fast? What you sweating for? We ain't even started fucking. you know,
Right.
hey, everybody do their own thing. Me, hey, I, yeah.
So have you? Because I know that that's probably just like like rock stars. There's issues with drug use in
That's
rock
Hollywood.
in Hollywood and the music business and all of that. You see a lot of these
Yeah.
major actors is caught up in drugs. Were you ever um, exposed to that? Did you indulge, or were you ever a part of that?
Damn. I think that's a little personal, but no, I definitely like. I'm a big pothead. Um, hey, I don't know. I've seen some shit. I might have indulged a couple of times, maybe all the time. I don't know. No,
Dibble and dabble.
we party. Like it was a lot of drinking going on, a lot of
Hmm,
smoking. Weed. We smoke
right.
weed. You know, hey, the
Well,
bathroom. People might powder their
I
nose.
mean,
It's a different. I don't know.
Southern California, you got Snoop Dogg and made it cool to smoke weed. Everybody smokes weed. I mean,
No, but it's
I know people
actually
that's
really cool to smoke weed.
yeah, yeah. I mean, ain't nobody overdosing on no weed
Exactly. You might gain a little
unless you
weight, you might eat a little much, but hey, I think.
messing with that. I think I heard somebody overdosed on some hash oil or some edibles or something like that, like the super concentrated. Like you gotta really make that shit like super concentrated before you. I think I heard somebody overdose on that type of shit before.
Mm, I don't know.
So you dibble dabbled
No, no.
in
In the partying, yeah,
in
I
the
dibbled and dabbled in the
extracurricular
partying.
yeah in the birthday cake and the ice cream.
You kind of get the
So
munchies when you smoke.
right. Let me ask you this. Okay, so um um as you know, I'm in the trucking industry. The trucking industry is the old man like, industry to where I think there's an influx of people that weren't old and white that came into the
Mm.
industry and kind of saw that you can make you have an opportunity to make some money. Because I talk to a lot of people and say that the trucking industry today is nowhere near that used to be. you could make way more money back in the day than you could now. So, and I think that a lot of the old timers, you know, whether they started out racist or not, you turn on the CB and that's all you hear is racism coming off the CB. That's why I never turn it on.
Well, first
Now,
of all, who uses the CB anymore but them? You know, people who are stuck in their old ways.
well, I mean, sometimes, like you know, you go to check-in places, you need a CB, so it still has its useful. It's not like back in the day because nobody's really talking like that. I mean, you got to be an old timer to even you got to have a handle and all that. But what I'm saying is that a lot of them old people, they feel like you know, people that don't look like them has come in and taken opportunities that they used to have back in the day. So my question um, is porn kind of like the same way to where would you say that you know, there's equal opportunity for white actors as it is black actors? Because even in Hollywood, you know, like they only allow one comedian to shine at a time. There's only a few big name black actors that's you know, got movies all at the same time. They put them in dresses to kind of like, you know, portray that image. So would you say the same thing goes on in the porn industry, or what's your take on that?
You know, I think sometimes, well, shit. Honestly, I know for a fact that the black actors weren't getting as much as the white actors, you know? And that's just, you know, that's pretty much everywhere, but it would be little
Because
shit
what's
that would bother me, you know, like they would provide makeup and hair for white actors or actresses.
yeah.
We'd all be on the set and they just be like, the black girls don't get that. They tell us straight fucking up. Like, black girls don't get paid as much as them. You want to work or you don't want to work. Like, that was the, I mean, my ass went. I kept going because, like, it was quick. It was like this certain person who I shot for, but they let it be known, like, the white girls getting this much, and that's just what it is. They get hair and makeup, you guys don't. And it would be just little shit like they'll have us looking fucked up on the scene. Like, you can't tell me to fix my hair, like, but you can put this girl in fucking hair and makeup and pay her more. But meanwhile, I'm out here looking crazy on set. It would be little
So
stuff like that for me.
I mean, that would, in my opinion, that kind of sounds a little racist. Because if you're saying that black girls or black women in the industry are singled out, not only they get paid less, but then they don't have the extras like hair and makeup than the white girls do. So the other thing that I heard was that uh, porn is like one of the only industries where women make more than the men.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
that
that's
true?
true. Yeah, that's true. But
But
here's
at the
the
same
thing,
time,
the guy is gonna work more than the girl because you know, girls they're gonna go. You know, this girl only may have her limit of making only $5,000 in the industry, and then meanwhile, this girl got the potential to make 500,000. You know, but they're gonna still keep using the same guy because they want new faces. You know, as far as the girls, I feel like they want new faces. They know this guy's gonna be ready to work, and he can complete the job. He's not gonna be here all day, whatever. You know,
right?
I don't know.
So so uh so you said so there is an element of racism in the porn industry. You would agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then so the women make more than the men do, but the men work more than the women do.
Right.
And that's probably a function that if you are heterosexual and you're watching porn, you probably don't care about the man anyway.
Right. But
so
some guys
uh
like to see, I don't know,
yeah, you know what?
nothing but women.
There's also okay. So, what about the rumors? I've heard some rumors that
Mm.
sometimes men have to do certain things to even get into the porn industry to begin with, and it may have to include some type of LGBT type activities. What say you?
OMG. uh, um, yeah, absolutely.
Because there's a dude I seen online one time. I think somebody was talking about it, and is a white dude. I think his name is Owen something, and they're talking about how he was doing scenes not only with women but with transsexuals, which, I mean, in my opinion, I mean, if you have the same plumbing as a man, you know,
Hey,
I don't know.
I don't know, but maybe everybody, everybody got tested, so people probably were like, you know what, doesn't matter what he does as long as he's tested. Hey, I don't know, but I mean, sometimes I would be on set and I would question people like, I wonder, did he wake up in the bed with, same sex or so? Wait, hello?
Okay, I got a technical difficulty. I asked that question because there was a thing about Brian Pumper. They're saying that he did some type of LGBT in the past. I think he denied it, but there's a rumor going around about him doing that.
Well, did
So,
anybody have the proof?
I don't know. It's the internet. And people make accusations and allegations all the time, so who knows? But you know,
Sure.
sometimes, like, uh, people can assume stuff